What's up, what's happening? It's the first ride of the brand new Scott Spark. We're here in Dunkeld. It's one of my favorite places to go riding. Huge variety of trails, natural stuff, techie stuff. I think it's going to be a really good place to test out the Spark. I've been riding it quite a bit, feel really comfortable on it and really liking it. We found a brand new trail right here, so we're going to drop into it and see what it's like. First trail of the day done. The Spark is feeling really good. For having 120mm on the back and 130 fork, it's so capable. I mean, that section there, it was pretty steep, it was rocky, there were some big compressions, and it felt really capable. It's such a light bike and it's so fun to ride and just kind of throw around. I'm going to carry on. We've climbed up to this point, going to drop into this trail. It's quite fast, but it's really tight in the trees, and I think this little bike is perfect for that. And then at the bottom you've got some really big fast berms. So let's drop in. That was a super fun trail. The Spark felt so good at the top. It was really nimble just in those tight trees. And then the lower section, Bermageddon, is so good. It's one of my favorite sections of trails. I ride that all the time on my Ransom. And the Spark, well, comparing it to the Ransom, they're two totally different bikes. It was the first time that I felt it was a little bit out of its depth. You're coming into that big berm, airing out, you're gathering momentum, and you hit that right-hander so hard. The G-forces were absolutely crazy, and it was like just throwing the bike off a little bit, but then further down it picked up its pace, and in a straight line this thing absolutely goes. We've climbed up to the other side of Dunkeld now. It's a pretty steep, challenging climb, and the Spark, well, it being that bit lighter than my Ransom for example, made it really easy. It's lightweight, you've got a low front end, and now we've arrived at this beautiful viewpoint with an amazing view all over Perthshire. I'm going to drop into this trail. It's a pretty challenging trail in a lot of ways. It's fast, in some sections it's really steep, and the ground beneath is pretty loose. In fact, it's kind of shaly and there's some slates, so it's a good test for braking on the bike and also how capable it is. I'm riding a size large. I'm 189 centimeters in height, and the wheelbase on this bike is 1,205mm, and that's really going to help with that stability. So let me take the twin lock off and then we can drop in. Fast trail was so much fun. The shell at the top, and it really opened up, and then it got quite techy at the bottom. Some really nice switchbacks. The bike felt really good, felt really stable, I had good braking, I had good traction, the suspension is working really, really well. We've climbed back up to the top of another trail. This one's super fast, it's flowy, it's bermy, there's some rollers, some jumps, so let's drop in and do a few laps. Just like that, we're at the top of our last trail. Big ride over from the other side of Dunkeld to this point. This trail right here is really fun and flowy. There's going to be loads of contrast with greens and golds, and it's just so much fun. That last trail though, we've got to talk about how nimble the Spark felt on it. You could really throw it around the berms. It was super easy to just pump over those rollers and double those little gaps. And that bluebell section, absolutely stunning. For now, let's drop into this final trail of the day and get down to the bottom so we can have some pizza. There we go then, the first ride of my Scott Spark is done. It's been an absolutely amazing day of riding. Trails are running so good, the bike feels so good. It's crazy how capable this is, especially when it's got 120 millimeters travel, 130 up front, and there are sections of carbon that are the thickness of a credit card to make it as light as possible. If you've enjoyed this, give it a thumb up like. If you've got comments, questions about this bike, leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the trails real soon. I've been dreaming of this for the last hour, yesterday's soggy pizza.